Hello, welcome to the channel, guys. It's been a while, so I announced that I was quitting and becoming a Minecraft YouTuber, but I've decided to just switch it up. I decided, you know what, might as well kind of make commentary videos, but not really commentary videos, okay? I'm gonna do something a bit different. I'm just gonna do no editing, talking about whatever the fuck I want to. That's what I'm gonna do on this channel, because fuck it. I mean, I don't get views on here anyway. I don't really have any followers on here anyway. I kind of want something to do when I'm working. By the way, that's what I'm doing. I have a job, guys, okay? I'm not a loser anymore, okay? I used to be, like 6 months ago, but I have a real job now, instead of being a stupid freeloading YouTuber who profits off of others' downfalls, okay? Although, to be fair, I mostly, like, stuck up for other people, okay? Most of my content is just like, hey, this thing going on Twitter is dumb. I don't think this person deserves to be canceled. That was my content, okay? Personally, I'm not a big fan of watching people fall, unless they suck, like Hitler. And I think it was ultimately a good thing, and, you know, the person who killed him should be awarded. There should be a statue in that person's honor. Anyway, guys, this is my bedroom. All right, this is my bed. You guys are on my bed. Oh no, this is my VR headset. I paid $500 for it. I don't really use it that much, but I have it. You know, it's pretty cool. It just makes me really dizzy all the time, so I don't really use it. But if you want me to do like VR chat vlogs or something, I could do that. You know, could be good content. Could be very good content. Also, this microphone, the bottom of the microphone is like broken, and this microphone stand is kind of broken. This thing's like all tied together. It doesn't look very good. That's because this is my old setup. Okay, I got my old setup in my room. I got my new setup that's worth like thousands of dollars set up in my office, but I'm too lazy to like walk over there, so I decided to make a setup in here so I can make these just random rant videos. Also, I think this is a cool vibe. It's a chill vibe, you know? We talk about whatever. I feel like we could talk about like murders and stuff. You know, that's like how chill of a vibe it is, you know? Like Jeffrey Dahmer, dude, that shit was crazy, man. I do like a lot of true crime. I know, that's surprising, right? Who would have thunk it? But I think that stuff is interesting. I mean, it's awful, obviously. Like the crimes that are committed is bad. Murder is bad. I'm gonna go on record saying that right here, right now. Murder is bad, and do not murder people unless it's in self-defense. But like personally, I just kind of find it like interesting and fascinating, right? Like, what drives a person to like do the things that they do? Like, why would you decide to kill someone? And oftentimes, you know, if you're looking at someone like the Zodiac Killer, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, I don't know, there's like 100 serial killers. Oh, Jack the Ripper. I love Jack the Ripper. That one's a good one. Okay, that's like one of the first serial killers. Not technically the first, because there's quite a few before him, obviously there would be, but Jack the Ripper is one of the most infamous serial killers, right? I like Jack the Ripper. I mean, what he did was bad, but like, I just kind of find that whole thing interesting story. But like, it's, you know, it's interesting to think about. Like, these people, they just decide to go out and just like kill random people. For a lot of these people, it's kind of like a drug almost, right? Or like a bad habit. And we all have bad habits, you know. I think everyone is probably addicted to something, right? For me, I'm addicted to sugar, okay? I know, surprising, right? Me addicted to sugar and bad food? Who would have guessed that? You know, I get urges to like binge, to eat bad stuff, and it's like, you know, you feel it in your brain, in your body, and it's hard to deny that urge. So to like think about that, and instead of it being something like sugar, it being murder is crazy. Like, these people, they get urges to murder people, and it's like an addiction. And sometimes they can't even stop themselves. Sometimes they say, yeah, I can't stop myself. It's like crazy to think about, and fascinating how like the brain works in some of these people to like make them do the things they do. And the fact that like one person can like change the lives of people, like so many people, because a lot of them, they have tons and tons of victims, completely like erase a person basically from existence, to like affect their family in such tragic, awful ways, and oftentimes they don't even know what happened. Like, what happened to my kid went missing, they're gone. It's really interesting to think about the cause and effect that these type of actions actions can have on people and whatnot. And then of course there's the whole police investigation, which I find that stuff really fascinating. Like how they find these people. Like how do you find some random guy who's just going around like murdering random people that's not connected in any way? You know, like the Zodiac killer. He's sending these fucking these messages, these pieces of mail, these ciphers and whatnot, where he's basically just like, haha, I just killed these people, they're my slaves now. And the police are like trying to figure out who the fuck is this? Who is this? You know, and oftentimes they do find them. Like there's this one guy, I think he was in Kansas, and the only reason he got caught is because he was gloating. Dennis Rader, that's his name, the BTK serial killer. So I'm pretty sure this guy, if I remember correctly, what did the BTK killer do? But from memory, this guy, I'm pretty sure he just like randomly went to like people's houses and like killed them. He murdered 10 people over a span of 3 decades before his arrest. He bound, tortured, and killed his victims. Yeah, it seems like that's what he did. The guy only got caught because he got cocky, and he was just kind of like, oh yeah, police, if I send you like a message through like a floppy disk, you can't track me, right? And they're like, yeah, no, we can't track you. And they lied to him, and that's how they caught him. And he's like, afterwards, he's like, why the heck did you do that? You're not playing fair. It's like, dude, you're a serial killer. Some of these people are like genuine like fucking psychopaths. Like they have no feelings. They don't care at all. And some of these are like really smart, really intelligent people. And it's like, why? What drives someone to kill? You know, that's just fascinating to me because I don't understand it. It scares the shit out of me. Like there's a point in time where I was listening to like too much of these like true crime podcasts that I was getting paranoid. Like I'm like, fuck, literally anyone could be a serial killer. And I'm like thinking about it through like the perspective of being the victim, being hunted by the serial killer, but also the serial killer, because I'm like kind of walking in the middle of nowhere. You know, if I'm a serial killer, I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to like kill me and make me disappear. I'm alone right now. And that would freak me the fuck out, especially if it's dark outside. I'm like, dude, a random guy could be in the bushes and just fucking come out with a knife and just kill me. That's how a lot of these stories are. Like there's like hitchhiker serial killers that just drive around and they kill people and stuff. Although I will say, I don't know if it's as common nowadays, because it is a lot easier to like catch these guys, because like DNA evidence and cameras and all this stuff. But serial killers in particular have always fascinated me, because it's the way that a lot of them are just kind of compelled to like kill. You know, it's why I like Dexter. Dexter is a good show. I highly recommend it. It's basically about this like this kid who like watches his parents die, and it traumatizes him. I think they're killed by like gangsters or something, and so he ends up getting adopted by this police officer. And the police officer notices that his adopted kid has these like violent urges because of his trauma. And you know, instead of like, I don't know, taking the kid to get some psychological help, I think at this point the kid had killed some animals, so maybe he was worried about him getting arrested for that, but he's still a kid. I'm pretty sure. He decides to train this kid how to kill people, but like doing it in a way he doesn't get caught, and gives him this whole like moral code or whatever, so like he can only kill like bad people. Basically, it's a really fascinating concept for a TV show. And he's basically like, Dexter's very intelligent. He's like a blood spatter analysis, so he works for the police to like help catch bad guys, but in the meantime he has a double life where he just goes out and kills people. And over the course of the show, like he almost gets caught, and then he breaks the code, and he kills good people. And you know, it's just interesting. It's interesting to me, those type of people, but also terrifying, because anyone could be a serial killer. Anyone could be out to get you, which is a dangerous way to view life. I think there's like memes about people who watch true crime for a reason. You don't want to get sucked into that. You don't want to let that shit affect your life, because honestly, it probably is a very low statistical anomaly that you get murdered by a serial killer. I think you have more of a chance of getting hit by a car, or I don't like choking on a piece of food. And you wouldn't stop yourself from eating food because of that, would you? So don't do that. That's dumb. That's stupid. Anyway, this is basically just me rambling about a hyperfixation. I don't know if this is good content. My therapist. Yes, I have a therapist, guys. I tell her about all my murderous urges because I'm secretly a serial killer. Okay, I'm telling her about this like stash of bodies that I have in Minecraft, okay? And she was telling me, it's perfectly okay, you're valid for being a serial killer. No, but, you know, I told her that, like, I struggle because of, like, my ADHD, where, like, I don't know what the fuck I want to talk about, what content I want to make, and I'm always jumping back and forth, going all over the place, and she's basically like, fuck it, like, who cares? Just upload whatever the fuck you want. So I'm gonna take that literally. I don't even know what to title this. Do I just title this Serial Killers? I like serial killers, and then have the thumbnail like something crazy, you know, maybe with a knife. Wait, that's a good idea. I'll be back. All right, is this a good thumbnail? Me live getting the thumbnail, something like that is good. I think that's a good thumbnail. I had to wash the blood off of it. It's just wet. There's tons of blood. for my last victim. I bought this knife recently for like cutting food because I've been cooking my own food. That's another good thing to talk about at some point, because I like the idea of cooking. You know, it's crazy. You combine things and they make things and they taste good. Honestly, like, even if you suck at cooking, chances are like it's gonna be edible. Like, unless you burn it. As long as you don't burn it or undercook it, it's gonna be edible. And like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I'm not super picky about food, although I am picky about leftovers. Not a big fan of eating like old food, or if the date is kind of like, okay, it's like a day before expiration or maybe a day after. Can I eat this? Google says yeah, but like, I don't know if I trust that. I'm just gonna throw this away. That's my big thing with the food, is like, if it's I don't like, if it smells weird or like kind of past expiration, or I don't know, I'm just chucking that shit in the trash. I don't want to fuck with that. Okay, I want to eat good food that's not gonna give me food illnesses. That's my thing with food. I'm learning how to like chop vegetables and stuff, which is crazy. I know, who would have thunk it? I wish I would have like taught you that in elementary school. You know, you think if you go to school, I'm sure they do teach classes in high school, which unfortunately I didn't go to. I did not go to high school. It makes sense, but like, I wish they would teach you more useful shit like that in school, like how to cook, because I really like it. I like mixing things together and like following these quest lines, these quest books, these spell books of ingredients to create something. I don't know, there's something interesting about it. There's something that like tickles my brain doing that. So that's another hyperfixation of mine. I wonder if I should do a cooking video. Would you guys like a cooking video? I don't know. This is my authentic self, okay? This is not the YouTuber in me, okay? Now, if I were smarter, I would have planned this out, and I would have like talked about like the Zodiac Killer and interesting stuff about the Zodiac Killer and like Jeffrey Dahmer and stuff like that. Instead, I'm just kind of rambling. I think I should definitely do prepare stuff. That would make better content. I feel like this is another issue I have. It's like, I never feel like content I make is good enough, which I'm sure my therapist would tell me, who cares? But I'm a perfectionist. That's what makes a good artist, okay? You can't just put out crap and be okay with it. Otherwise, you're just a loser, basically, who makes crap. That's what you are. I have a PS5 in the background. My setup is kind of janky. So, I have my TV on this thing here. I don't know where else to like put my damn TV. Like, just there, I guess. And I have this thing here, which is where my storage is. This is like a table thing, I guess, but it's like, I don't even know what the hell that is, but I use that as like a table. I got my speaker that sucks. It like, something's wrong with it. I mean, this is my parents' old speaker. There's a reason I got a new one, because the speaker's kind of busted, like makes weird noises, sounds a bit weird, which annoys me sometimes. Got my PS5 there. I don't really play that much. I do play Fortnite though before work a lot of the time, and I watch shit on it. It's just a glorified like media player for the most part. I paid $800 for that, by the way. It was scalped. Okay, someone scalped it, and I'm like, ah, damn, I really want this PS5. It was at the peak of my YouTube success. I bought like an iPhone, which wasn't necessarily a bad thing, because I was able to trade that iPhone. It was an iPhone 12. I traded that in for this thing. This is iPhone 15. It's the brand new one. So I was able to trade it in for free, technically. I probably made a bad investment. Probably stupid, because they got me locked into like a 3-year long contract to pay that off. But I'm assuming I can switch it in for another new iPhone. Maybe. I don't know how it works, but it was technically a free iPhone. I just had to trade in, and they took like the value off of it, or whatever it was, something like that. So, you know, that was cool. That's how bad I am with money, guys. I'm awful with money. I need a financial advisor. Oh yeah, I just recently like decorated my wall back here. Do you guys like it? I think it's a vibe. It's a total vibe. I need LED lights behind me though. That'd be awesome. Except I hate LED lights. They really fuck with my eyes sometimes, unless they're like really good ones. I had LED lights up here, but then the like thing broke because I kept tripping on it too much. So I had to throw those away. They were the cheap ones, by the way. I think they're like $10 on Amazon compared to like the Govee lights, which are $40, which I have those in my other room in my office. But half of those broke too somehow. I don't know why or how. There's like a short in them somehow, and it's really annoying because I paid $40 for those stupid LED lights just for half of them to not work. I mean, it still lights up the back room anyway, which is what matters, but I kind of want like white lights on the front so it lights up my face. But it's whatever. I don't really need new lights in there, but I do need some back here because I think some like purple lights like directly behind me would be pretty cool. If you guys got any decoration advice for this room or anything, let me know. Or any advice for this this pitiful microphone here because it's pretty bad. Anyway, this is my rant. If you guys like, I think I already said like and subscribe, but yeah, I'm out.
Hey, you, the one watching this right now. Click this video, I promise, it's amazing.